In Butler, Pennsylvania, it was the 13th of July, 2024, when former American President Donald Trump was attacked while addressing a rally. During the incident, the sound of 3 gunshots was heard. Donald Trump was hit by a bullet, but his life was spared. This entire incident has raised a lot of questions. While some have been answered, many mysteries still remain hidden. Viewers, the US presidential elections are expected in November 2024, and during his campaign, Donald Trump held a show of public strength in the city of Butler, Pennsylvania. On the evening of July 13th, thousands of people had gathered on Evans City Road adjacent to the Butler Farm Show grounds. Right at this spot was the stage where Trump was shot. Directly behind the stage are these 3 buildings, and on 2 of them, Secret Service snipers were already positioned. When Donald Trump began his speech on stage, everything was normal up to that point. However, even before the shooting, some people in the crowd had spotted a person with a gun on the roof of the building to the right of the stage. At first, everyone thought it was probably an officer from the security forces, but when his attire became visible, it was confirmed that the person on the roof was not part of the security forces. That's when some people started to shout. This information was likely radioed by Secret Service agents to their colleagues, and the Secret Service snipers positioned behind Trump turned their aim towards the shooter. Before his intentions could be determined, he fired 3 shots in quick succession, the sound of which you can also hear in the video. Keep in mind that the distance between the shooter and Trump's stage was only 410 feet. At that very moment, as if by instinct, Trump moved his head slightly and the bullet grazed his ear as it passed. Otherwise, the shooter's aim was so accurate that it would have been impossible for Trump to survive. Immediately after the shots were fired, Donald Trump ducked behind the lectern and Secret Service agents surrounded him from all sides. About 30 seconds later, he was escorted off the stage and rushed to the hospital in a bulletproof vehicle. While Trump was taking cover, the snipers shot and killed the shooter. The entire process was so quick that he didn't even have time to get down from the roof. It was later reported that the shooter had fired a total of 8 shots, which resulted in the death of 1 person in the crowd while 2 others were injured. The shooter was identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, and an AR-15 rifle was recovered from his position. From the location where Trump was attacked, the shooter He lives 70 kilometers away in Bethel Park. He graduated from Bethel Park High School in 2022 and was currently working in a nursing home kitchen. His colleagues stated that they hadn't observed any unusual behavior from Thomas Matthew. However, he had recently joined a local shooting club. The Clayton Sportsman Club has various ranges with a maximum target distance of 560 feet. The day before the attack on Trump, Thomas purchased 50 rounds of ammunition and a ladder from a local store, and the gun he used for the attack was actually purchased by his father. On the day of the shooting, he took leave from his nursing home kitchen, telling his colleagues he'd return tomorrow. That morning, Thomas's father filed a police report stating his son had gone missing. Following the attack on Donald Trump, many questions have emerged. Why did 20-year-old Thomas do this, and who influenced him? When he was openly on the roof with a gun in broad daylight, why didn't Secret Service agents spot him? And among so many people, how did he manage to enter the rally with a weapon? However, the FBI still believes this was Thomas's personal decision. The FBI also found bomb-making materials in his car and at his home. Before the shooting, he had also searched for Donald Trump's photos on Google. Not only Trump, but his search history also included President Joe Biden, Attorney General Merrick Garland, FBI Director Christopher, and the Princess of Wales, Catherine. And recently, he had also sought information about major depressive disorder. Along with all this, the FBI found a surprising photo on Thomas's mobile phone. You might recall that on November 30th, 2021, a shooting occurred at Oxford High School in Michigan, which was widely condemned globally. Thomas's mobile phone also contained a photo of Ethan Crumbley, the Oxford High School shooter. Did he have any connection to the Oxford school shooting, or was he part of a larger gang? Nothing can be said about that yet. But since September 2021, when he turned 18, Thomas had been a Republican Party voter. The same party whose ticket Donald Trump won the presidency on last time and is again a presidential candidate. On Donald Trump's assassination attempt,